Alright, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to show you some examples of what you can wear to your assessment center and your interviews. So this information is going to be really good for those who are complete beginners, complete newbies. Maybe you're going to your first assessment center or your first interview, or even if you're experienced, it's going to be a great resource for you to look at. And especially throughout your career as well, I'm going to give you some guidelines that you can follow once you've kind of graduated out of the graduate scene and you're working in an office, you're going in there daily. These kind of things are really going to help you look your best. Now, I don't need to go over the importance of dressing well. It's kind of a given. If you think about the three tiers of what they look at, firstly, they're going to look at your hard skills and your soft skills. Those are the first two tiers. And then the third tier is usually quite underground, right? They're not going to mention this to you directly, but they are going to be judging you on this as well. And that's basically the way you look and the way you carry yourself, right? It's not ideal, and whether you like it or not, unfortunately, that's just the truth. People do judge on the way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself, and basically the way you look. So you can obviously push those points up a little bit by dressing well. And it's actually quite simple to do. I'm going to go through a few examples, but let's just go through a couple of these. So, importance of dressing well: it makes you look smart. It presents the best version of yourself. It shows the recruiters that you're actually serious about the opportunity, right? And in this video, I'm only going to speak for men because I'm a man myself. If you're a lady and you're watching this video, you can still watch, but um, it's going to be geared towards men. I can kind of speak more about that. And what I would say is only deviate from this advice if you're specifically told by the graduate scheme something else. If you're told by the graduate scheme to wear something specifically, right? So, for example, I know some graduate schemes in the tech space, they have like a casual wear in the office, right? They like to wear casual clothes and stuff. So if you're told by the graduate scheme that you can wear casual, then yes, go ahead and wear casual. But if you're not told by the graduate scheme, I would not deviate from the advice I'm going to give you in this video, and that is going to be basically to stay on the formal side. You can always be overdressed, but if you're underdressed, it's not going to be a good look. Okay, so let's go through some of the basics. I'm aware that a lot of people that are going to be watching this video do need to know the basics as well, so that's what I'm here for. Basically, first of all, make sure you wear clean clothes. Yeah, you don't want to be wearing clothes that are stained, or you ate something 2 days ago and all of a sudden now you realize that there's like a massive splodge on your shirt. Not a great look. So obviously make sure that you prepare beforehand. If you need to wash things, get them washed, hand wash them, or chuck them in a washing machine or whatever. But get those things sorted, okay? Or wear something that's clean, simple as. The other thing you want to do is make sure that all your garments are ironed and pressed, okay? So make sure that you iron them, or press them, or you can steam them as well. That's personally what I like to do. So you can get a steamer from Amazon for about 30, £40. Um, and it's really easy and it's really quick, right? It saves a lot of time. So you just hang the shirt in the hanger or whatever garment it is, and you just run the steamer over it, and it completely straightens out any wrinkles or anything like that. So really, really important. Keep it simple and keep it classy. You'll see in a second that some of the garments that I'm going to show you are just very basic and very like kind of timeless, right? And the reason why you want to do that is because you are going to be investing a little bit of money into these garments, and you're going to be using them a lot. And you want to buy something which is going to last you a long time. Okay, so if you go for trendy and kind of showy items that are here today but might not be here tomorrow, you're just wasting your money, right? And when it comes to professional wardrobes, you want to make sure that you stay on the classy and simple side. And I'll give you some examples in a second as well. It's best to stick to boring colors. So go for like muted colors, like dark colors, or normal sort of earthy tones. Avoid bright colors like I don't know, shocking pink or yellow or something like that, because you're just gonna stand out like a sore thumb, and you don't really want to like stand out for the wrong reasons. But yeah, that's basically just another thing to keep in mind. Make sure the clothes that you buy are well fitted, not too baggy, not too tight. And yeah, so let's talk now about what you want to wear at the interview. Okay. So in the interview, you want to be formal. It's as simple as that. There is basically no other way around it. If you've got an online interview, a video interview, pre-recorded interview, in-person interview, whatever it is, interviews are formal events. You need to be formal. And what I mean by that is you got to wear a suit. Okay. Nothing less, nothing more. So when it comes to a suit, I'm going to get my trusty pen out here. There are a couple of things to note. You want, when I mean suit, it means the blazer, the shirt, the tie, and it also means the trousers as well. So I missed the trousers out because I'll tell you in a second why that's happened. Um, so trousers, obviously, you might not need them when you're doing a camera interview because they can't see the bottoms. But if you're in a live interview, if you're in a face-to-face interview, you do need trousers as well. So that includes the whole shebang, okay? A suit does not mean a suit without a tie, right? A lot of people, for some reason, they like to wear the blazer, they like to wear the shirt, they wear the trousers, but then they don't wear a tie. And it's like, why are you not wearing a tie? You need the whole thing, okay? You don't need a three-piece suit, so you don't need to wear a waistcoat, but you do need these things, okay? So you need a blazer, you need a tie, you need a shirt, and you need the trousers as well. And most sets come like that anyway, okay? The colors that I would go for with a suit would be navy, black, or grey. I would start off with navy, that's probably going to be the best bet. If you don't like navy or you can't find a navy suit, go for black. And I wouldn't go towards the grey. I would just stick to navy or black. In the worst case scenario, if you really don't like them or you can't find them in your budget or whatever, then go for grey. Okay. I would stay away from like burgundy and other colours. I mean, you could go for burgundy or browns if that is something that you can rock or you've done it before and you're comfortable in that. Then yeah, definitely go ahead with it. But as a complete newbie, just going into this with wide eyes, what I would say is stick to navies, blacks, or greys. Okay. Moving on to the next thing. If it's a video interview, the top half is only visible, so they won't even be able to see your trousers, which is like a fine. So I just wanted to, make note of that. Grooming needs to be on point, so get a haircut at least a day before. Get a professional haircut, go to the barbers, get yourself booked in, whatever. Um, if you're Asian like me, we like to keep beards and stuff like that, so make sure that if you have a beard, make sure that it's presentable and groomed. So either groom this yourself or again, get it professionally done from a barber the day before or 2 days before, and make sure that the haircut is fresh and you've done it recently. Yeah, it goes a long way to kind of spend that money. I know sometimes people, you don't have the money to kind of go to barbers every other week or whatever. If you've got loads of assessment centers and interviews, it can just be a mess. But trust me, just do it for that time period, and then you can kind of ease off once you've got your graduate scheme, right? So what I also like to do is wear a cologne. Well, not just me, but everybody. But yeah, if you are doing a face-to-face interview, if it's online, it doesn't matter. But if you're doing a face-to-face, you need to smell nice as well. I've written here 2 examples: Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel. They're very nice for like the office environment. But this is all subjective, right? Who is to say that that is good for office environment? You could probably hate that. You could like it. You could love it. It's up to you. What I would recommend is it doesn't have to be expensive. Just go into, your local shop, local department store, whatever. Doesn't have to be branded. Just pick up um, some of the smells, try them out, see which one you like, and just take the one that is that you like. It's as simple as that. Okay, keep it very very simple. You don't need all these brands. This is what I use, but you don't have to use these. Okay. Accessories, again, this is optional. You don't have to do this, but I would recommend that you wear a watch. It just looks complete. It looks good. It looks good on someone, and it just kind of shows that you value your time, right? In a weird way, not in a weird way, in a subconscious way, right? Even though we have phones and stuff now, a watch is not only just a good tool, but um, it's also a good item when it comes to jewelry, right? So it completes your outfit, and like I said, it's also functional as well. It's a good functional tool. So if you've got like 10 minutes to answer a question or 5 minutes to answer a question, you've got a watch there, and you don't need to kind of look at your phone or whatever. You can just look at your wrist, and you can stay on time. So it's quite a functional tool. So it's great if you can get a watch. It doesn't have to be an expensive watch; it can be a cheapy watch. As long as it looks nice, you should be fine. So here is an example of an outfit that I've just put together, and like this is not genius stuff, by the way. I haven't put this together, like formulated it like a scientist or anything. But this is just something that I saw online. And I think this is the type of look that you want to go for. So you can see here, this guy, great shape. He's got a very very nice suit on. He's got a nice navy suit on, navy tie. He's got a navy shirt, well, a blue shirt. And I would recommend that you just copy this guy, right? Go for a blue shirt or a white shirt if you want. Navy tie, navy blazer, navy trousers, and then obviously the brown shoes here. And the cost, we were talking about £450 for this whole suit. So if you go to Hughes and Curtis, you can get this exact suit. That's going to cost you about £200. And that might sound like a lot of money, but you've got to remember suits are expensive and they also last you a long time as well. As long as you're in that same shape, you can wear that suit for the next 10 to 15 years, right? If you take care of it. So I want you to look at this as an investment, yeah? And you're also going to be using this in your day-to-day work as well. Once you've actually gone past the graduate scheme and you've actually got into a graduate scheme, you're going to be wearing this stuff on a daily basis anyway. So it's not like it's going to waste, yeah? So keep that in mind. So it's a lot of money up front, but it's going to last you a long time. It's well worth it. And plus, this is just an example. You can find cheaper versions of this elsewhere as well. I'm not saying you have to go and buy these exact ones. I'm just giving you an example of what I would do. Okay. Again, for the shoes, I would go for something nice like brown colored ones to match the navy. Moss Bros is a really good shop. These are going to cost you £130. Again, shoes you don't want to skimp out on because they are going to last you a long time. They take a lot of beating, so you don't want to skimp out on shoes. But again, if you're tight on money, go to Primark or go to ASOS, whatever. You can get shoes less than half the price for that, and it's basically the same thing. Okay, you can go to Amazon and you get them for like £40. So you should do the justice. But go for something that's similar color to this, similar style to this. Watch, this is a very nice watch. I personally own this one. It's very nice. £65 Casio MTP. You can grab one of these if you want to complete the look. And like I said, cologne, £60 is the one that I've got. This Dior Sauvage, very nice. I love this. But you can go for other ones which are cheaper as well. But this in particular, specifically, is going to cost you about £450. But I don't want you to look at these prices. What I want you to look at is this look. This is the look that you want. That is how you need to look at an interview. It's as simple as that. Moving on to the assessment center. So this is the dress code that you want for the assessment center. A lot of things are going to be similar, but the only difference with the assessment center is you can go for a smart casual attire, depending on the company. Okay, formal attire is going to be exactly the same as your interview, but if depending on the company, and this is some things you're just going to have to judge yourself, right? Look at the material, or look at the information material that the company provides you with. Look at the ethos, look at the company culture, and kind of come to a conclusion yourself as to whether you can wear smart casual. And most times you can, but it needs to be more on the smart side, not like too much on the casual side, if you get me. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. The reason why you can go for smart casual in an assessment center is because you're going to be doing loads of activities. So if it's a physical assessment center, you're going to be there in person, you're going to be doing all sorts of activities, you're going to be debating in groups, you're going to be presenting up, down, walking around, that kind of thing. So you want to wear something that's pretty comfortable. And sometimes formal attires are slightly uncomfortable, which is why a lot of people like to wear smart casual. And again, I'll show you an example in a second as to what you can wear. Again, the same things as the previous point. So your grooming needs to be on point. Make sure you get a haircut. Beard needs to be on point. Again, cologne. Just get something that you like. Accessory, watch. It is optional, but like I said, I would highly recommend that you wear the watch, especially in the assessment center, because there's lots of activities that require timing yourself. So if you have a watch, it's just a lifesaver. Even if you have to put your phones away or what have you, sometimes they get you to put your phones away in certain tasks. You're going to have your watch there and you can time yourself. So it's very important that you do wear a watch. Yeah. And here is an example of smart casual. So again, it's kind of like not as formal as the suit, but you've got some smart stuff in there. Yeah. So you've got this really nice top here. I really love that. I love quarter zips, and I think they're perfect for the assessment center. You can zip them down if you're feeling a little bit hot and flustered. You can zip them up if you're feeling cold. It's a very nice garment that you can have. Then trousers, again, they're kind of on the smart side. You can go for something like this. And shoes, obviously, you want to go for something smart as well. So here is an example. You can find all of these items on Amazon. I tried to go for something a bit budget in this one, just to give you some contrast. So if you go on Amazon, you can find these pants for 28 quid, £22. You can get this very nice quarter zip, and £32 you can get a nice pair of shoes, and that's going to cost you £82 for that whole outfit. And that's something that you can wear at the assessment center. And like I said, this stuff is going to last you your whole career. Like you can wear this stuff in the office as well when you're actually working in a graduate scheme. Yeah. So it's really good. I mean, this stuff I could talk about all day, every day. But yeah, once you've got these staples in your wardrobe, then you can start to experiment and watch all these fashion gurus and fashionistas and stuff, and you can follow their advice. But this is what I would start off with the complete basics, and you should be all right with that. What I'm going to do is leave a link to my graduate scheme success guide in the description below. This is basically all the secrets that I used to get multiple graduate schemes last year. So if you want help with getting onto graduate schemes, definitely check out this graduate scheme success guide. It's going to be linked in the description below, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.